It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NBA.
Jones inside against Kessler, missed the layup. Rebound tip, knocked away from Walker. Walker corrals it, holds on to it. Long outlet pass to Sensabaugh. Bryce up ahead, lobs it to Keontae, slam dunk.
Edwards moving over to the point position. Takes a three.
Again, the cut. That's what I like about these kids. He's got a little ham in him, doesn't he?
It's got to go through me. That's what he said.
The Salt Lake City Summer League is in the rearview mirror, PK. 3 games here in Salt Lake. It finishes with a win, 93-85 over Philadelphia. Keontae George leading all scores with 31 points. I know we don't want to draw too many comparisons. Probably the safest comparison is to draw it to 1 year ago in the Summer League, and you can see how much Keontae George has improved, and not just him, but Taylor Hendricks as well. Looking way more comfortable, making more plays, and I guess it shows how not so comfortable the rookies look because they haven't had a year under the belt the way these guys have.
No, they haven't. That is safe. And if I define you, safe is the word.
Isaiah Collier is the one rookie who's catching my eye. Now, the games are built for him. He's taking people off the dribble. He's looked good in this. We'll see more of him in Vegas. I don't know if that's his skill that will translate and he'll look good right away in NBA games or if it's a summer league, and we'll see. But so far, so good on that. He can, I guess that's why he's the number 1 recruit in the country.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
He's got moxie. He believes he belongs.
He does, and he looks like it when he's taking people off the dribble. You can't stay in front of me. You can't stay in front of me. Jazz off to Vegas now. You also heard a Team USA exhibition highlight in there. Team USA beat Canada 86-72. Anthony Edwards leading the way with 13 points. Kawhi Leonard will not play in the Paris Olympic Games. Derek White will replace him. Grant Hill, we just felt we had to pivot. And not to get into particulars in terms of what went into the decision, but we just felt it was our best interest and the Clippers and Kawhi's best interest to move in a different direction. We tried.
Good. I'm glad he didn't get into specifics because I couldn't care less.
Kawhi's hurt. His knee's not right. Next. And next is Derek White. Jaylen Brown feels like it's because he's not a Nike guy. So,
well, then be a Nike guy.
About that. The NBA has
I'm not a Nike guy either.
You're not?
No.
The NBA has reportedly agreed to terms on its new media deals, 11-year agreements, $76 billion. Players' salaries are going to go up 10% every year under the new collective bargaining agreement. More raises, more money. ESPN and ABC get the finals. NBC and Amazon Prime will be the other partners, unless TNT matches. They've got 5 days. Memphis Grizzlies rookie Zach Edey, the consensus favorite to win the NBA Rookie of the Year at Sportsbooks after the way he played in the Salt Lake City Summer League this past week.
Well, after the way he's played his whole life. What are you talking about?
Baked Edey still getting it done.
Baked can cook.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag NFL.
I want whoever's going to look the best, when it's time, when it's live bullets. So at the end of the day, I don't have a preference other than the fact that I want somebody that's confident and ready to go when it's time to do it. So whoever that is, that's who I want throwing the ball. I think right now, if I had to say, I think Aiden has the job because, obviously he was here before and that's the way that it was. He was running with the ones more, and until Gardner comes in and, takes the job away from him, I think it's Aiden's job right now.
Davante Adams talking about the quarterback fight in Las Vegas. Who's going to be number 1?
I'd rather talk about the MMA fight in Las Vegas.
Minnesota Vikings star Justin Jefferson said he does not begrudge Kirk Cousins for signing with the Falcons. Told Rich Eisen, I'm not mad at him at all for that. Cousins started 54 of the 60 games at quarterback that Jefferson played in over his 4 years.
I'm glad he's not mad. Life's too short.
It's business, and he got cash. Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. set to earn a little over $1 million between April of 24 and March of 26 from Fanatics in exchange for game jerseys and more than 35,000 autographs. Can you contemplate signing your name 35,000 times, PK?
Yeah, all the time cards I've had to sign.
No way. Not 35,000.
I've had a lot of jobs.
Unfortunately, we only know this because there's a lawsuit. See, life is short, but people don't get along there. Fanatics says he breached the contract. 35,000 autographs. Hands cramping up just thinking about it. DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
You said yesterday, quote, you are open for business discussing the Big 12. What does that look like to you?
Well, you're absolutely right. We're open for business, and we are going to explore any and all opportunities to create value, to build the brand and the business of the Big 12, and I'm very excited about. Obviously, what's at the forefront right now is realignment, and that is truly something that I'm focused on.
Brett Yormark on the Big 12. So if Florida State jumps, if somebody goes with them, is the Big 12 going to raid the ACC? Anybody speculating about that down in Las Vegas, or everybody worried about the coaches and players in front of them?
No, they were talking about it. But what's the incentive there? I don't see it.
To kill the ACC and make sure you're the third most important league and you don't get left out.
Well, but there's only 3 and you're last. Is that something to be excited about? I mean, the objective is to close the financial gap. If you close the financial gaps, there's guys in our station that were working for other stations. I said, don't get caught up in some arbitrary ratings thing that they put out. Just do the best you can, and if you're getting paid, that's all that matters. So here, it's about how much can you make, rather than whether you're second or third or whatever. I don't see what the incentive is for those teams to leave and go to the Big 12. And what's in it for Florida State?
More money.
Where?
Probably from the Big 10. I mean, possibly the SEC, but I would think the Big 10.
Right, so everyone's going to go when that happens. So you kill the ACC. What does that do for you?
Will it make you more money in the Big 12?
Well, that's the question. That's not the answer.
Having more popular schools that'll watch and maybe swooping in and adding schools with big basketball reps like Duke, I can see that helping a little in the Big 12. I don't see it being, some major transformation. I guess if you make a little more and you close the gap a little bit, then that's a good thing.
Yeah, but then when those other conferences go and we get more of a NFL-like model, which is where we're trending, and they take your teams, where are you left?
Utah announced a home-and-home deal with UCLA. 2025 in Pasadena, 2030 in Salt Lake. The Bruins announced that series along with a series with Cal. They are replacing series with Georgia and Auburn. So, not going to play those SEC schools. They got a Big Ten schedule. They'll take Cal and Utah. Thank you.
Well, it makes it look like they want an easier thing, I guess you could say. Although, Auburn, right, and we're talking about right now, hasn't been the greatest. Georgia is.
Maybe they want less travel?
Multiple people saying it's because of travel.
Wait, but in 2030, try to predict the travel. I mean, at that point, you could just like zoom the game or something. 2030.
Zoom the game. Utah State star safety Ike Larson said he is frustrated as hell about the situation with Blake Anderson. He says, "We don't have any idea what's going on. It doesn't sit right with me. I'll be the one to say it, and if I get in trouble, I get in trouble." He also said he's evaluating his future with the program, saying Blake Anderson was why he'd stuck with Utah State despite interest elsewhere. Bleep, I'm going to be honest and not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm turning down money to stay here, and this happens.
Yeah, I can understand his frustration. I appreciate his honesty and his willingness to speak up. He's one of the better players on the team, on certainly top 2 or 3, and so he has the credibility to stand upon, and he's bringing it strong.
Colorado Buffalo safety Shiloh Sanders said yesterday at the Big 12 Media Days that the Buffs should be better this season with less poison in the program. Poison's his word. As a team, you've got to be able to bond and can't have no hate toward each other. You can't have poison. We got rid of a lot of the poison last year, and this year we're in a better space, clicking as a team, and we expect to win.
Yeah, well, why did they have poison last year? I mean, they brought in most of the guys, and now you bond as a team. Can you bond as a team when, hey, what's your name again?
Another 40 guys turning over. DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
Righty with a 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air, deep left field. Going back on it, Vargas looking up, and that's gone. Opposite field, leadoff home run. Kyle Schwarber puts the Phillies on the board. It's 1-0.
And the pitch. Swing and a line shot to center field, sending Nootbaar back, looking up. It's gone onto the grass beyond the 400 sign in center field. The grass berm in center has a baseball on it, and Salvador Perez has given the Royals their first lead of the day.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, line drive into center field by Polanco. Coming around his big loop. Touches up third. He'll score easily. Ty France digging for third. He's in safely with the slide. RBI single, Jorge Polanco. And the Mariners have a 2-0 lead here in the fourth.
And the Mariners hold on to win. They beat the Padres 2-0. Polanco driving in both of those runs. Salvador Perez, the go-ahead homer in Kansas City, gets to 50 wins, 438-foot shot. Royals beat the Cardinals 6-4 and 8-5. And Kyle Schwarber, another leadoff home run. Phillies are the first Major League team to 60 wins. They beat the Dodgers in the battle of division leaders 4-3. Bryce Harper didn't play. Didn't hurt the Phillies. They win again. They get to 60 wins, and the Dodgers 4-7 in the last 11. Not a Yankee-like slump, but not exactly what the Dodgers are looking for.
Well, they have 14 pitchers on the injured list right now.
Salt Lake Bees beat the Sacramento Rivercats 6-5. Same two teams play tonight at 6:30. DJ and PK.
Hashtag golf.
Yeah, I got over it pretty quickly. Like the few days after it were pretty tough at times, but yeah, I feel like I've done a good job of thinking about it rationally and constructively and taking what I need from it and trying to learn from it. But like for the most part, it was a great day. I keep saying to people, it was a great day until it wasn't.
It's Rory McIlroy saying he's moved on. He's over that U.S. Open loss. PGA Tour at the Scottish Open this week, setting up for the Open Championship next week. Think that'll be all the way out of his head if he's standing over a clutch 4-foot putt again?
I don't think it's ever out of your head, but I don't think it has to haunt you for the rest of your golfing career. And then go ahead and have a 5-stroke lead, and it won't matter anyway.
Rory is the defending champ at the Scottish Open this week. No local Utahns in the field.
How about foreign Utahns?
Ha! What is Trending is brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Coming up next, the question of the day. Scotty G, Utah State play-by-play voice, will join us at 8:30 Mountain West Media Days. Obviously, the Aggies in turmoil. We'll talk to him about Ike Larson's comments. Nate Dreiling, Utah State football interim coach, should be on in the 9 a.m. hour with Scotty G from Las Vegas. DJ PK, the question of the day is coming up. Stay with us.